What is up, everybody? This is Fast Countdown. I am going to be doing a lore video about one of my favorite lords of Cinder, the Abyss Watchers, the Undead Legion of Farron. I am going to be telling you my take on the lore, what happened to the area, my beliefs on it, having the boss fight in the item descriptions. I hope you guys like it. Enjoy. And now we enter the halfway fortress, a small outpost that is between a mountain, a small resting place for the travelers, the pilgrims, and evangelicals that brought the sacrifices to the Cathedral of the Deep, and also for the Undead Legion. We continue out to continue the road of sacrifice, and from here we can see a long winding road goes into a swamp, and in the distance we can see a high wall over there. You can see the bridge of the high wall above us, the foot of the high wall, the castle, and then a wall that separates the Undead fortress and the Cathedral of the Deep. We continue along the road of sacrifice till we get here where we see this used to be a gate, an entrance to a small little outpost. And as we walk, we continuously see crosses everywhere from what I believe are from the Cathedral of the Deep, the sacrifices. The people carrying the crosses around and showing that, hey, they are the sacrifices, or places that they have failed, or also these crosses here are supposed to be a meaning of how many people have willingly chosen to sacrifice themselves. And as we are up here, higher up, we can see people over here that are carrying trees that they use as pikes, weapons, and they are dressed as if they are from the Undead settlement. So we come up here to this bonfire, and we light the bonfire at this area here. In the Crucifix Woods is what this place is called. Another small outpost, or at least something that the Undead Fortress, a part of the Undead Fortress. As we arise from the bonfire, we continue forward away from the gate, the wall that was here, to the fortress that I see in front of us. And we enter this hole, a breach in the wall. And as we see a lookout, we will take him out. And I look at all these people here. They're wearing robes almost as if they were acolytes. I see this man with a big hat carrying a staff shooting the Farron darts. Who is this person that is shooting the darts? What significance does he have? And I wonder, so I check. I look at the Farron darts. Variation of soul arrow, developed by sorcerers of the Undead Legion of Farron. Fires soul dart. Well known among the Farron sorcerers. It is learned far and wide due to its ease of use. From what this is saying, that the Farron Undead Legion, the Abyss Walkers, Undead Legion of Farron, they have sorcerers in them, just not swordsmen. And then I come here to the Great Dart. Sorcerer which improves upon Farron Dart. Fires a more powerful soul dart, entrusted to the leader of the Legion's acolytes, and apparent a sorcerer of his daughter. heresy that was refined by the Crystal Sages. So the Farron spells have been improved by the Crystal Sages, refined by them. And I go to the Farron Hall. A sorcerer which improves upon the Farron Dart fires a cascade of soul darts entrusted to the leader of the Legion's acolytes, and apparently a sorcery of his daughter, heresy, that was refined by a Crystal Sage. Then I go here, looking at this spell. Crystal Helm, a unique sorcery developed by extraordinary creatures twins known as the Crystal Sages. Cast a cascade of small crystal soul mass from above. Crystal soul mass has piercing qualities. On an impact, in a pact said to have been formed long ago, one of the sages allied with the Undead Legion in order to train the sorcerers of Farron. So this tells us that the Crystal Sages have joined the Undead Legion and trained their sorcerers. So now we are seeing some connections. And then the last weapon that I see with Farron in it is a Farron Flash Sword, an alternation of Soul Greatsword developed by the sorcerers of the Undead Legion of Farron. The Legion has a tendency to emphasize speed over power, and its practical alteration of an existing sorcery is no exception. So we can see multiple spells and multiple things that relate to the Crystal Sages and the Undead Legion. Also with the weapon Crystal Catalyst, presented as a gift by the Crystal Sages to their favorite pupil, Kriemhild. Crystal spheres devour the will of its user. This staff increases the potential of the sorcerers at the cost of increased FP consumption for skills. So we have a weapon here that is used by the Crystal Sages. And then we continue forward, looking in between. Then we go up a small little hidden place. And then we enter this area above. And then we see right here, we see this man here from Vinheim. And looking at all these scrolls, this is clearly not his table. It's clearly not what he is. It's something he found. Could this be something from the Crystal Sages? Was this once their study? Scrolls everywhere, books. Years ago, when Farron was not destroyed, when this fortress was once whole, could this have been where the Crystal Sages resided and taught the acolytes, the sorcerers of Farron? Since we found out that the Legion does not have just swordsmen, but also they have sorcerers in their ranks. From the hall and the study of the Crystal Sages, I have left that part of the fortress into this other. I cannot tell if this is supposed to be the inside of a fortress or an outside of the fortress, since it has dissolved and there's a forest inside. So I come up to this broken ruin of once a great fortress from the Undead Legion of Farron. From here I can see Lothar Castle, the high wall, the foot of the high wall. And down here I can see what looks like a swamp. Swamp of Farron. Why is this place a swamp? I ask, and I wonder. I come down here and I see that the gate is closed and barred from rubble. No way to get down from there, but alternatively I see this ladder. This area used to have 2 watchdogs, exiles from the Undead Legion or somewhere else, but these men, those 2 men that were once there, they once watched and cared and protected the fortress from anybody that came to mess, disturb, bother the Legion from their sleep after they have sacrificed themselves to link the flame. So from here, this is the Farron Keep. This bonfire, I leave this bonfire, and I come here, go into a swamp, and I see the swamp is poisonous, is blighted, is destroyed. Why is it destroyed? Reminds me of the Light Town from Dark Souls. How Egel, the pyromancer, made spells that were forbidden, that were against the codes of the Great Swamp, and he destroyed Blighttown with them. Did something similar happen here into Farron, their forest? As I rise from this bonfire, I see that the name of it is Keep's Ruins. You can see a bridge that goes across with these creatures on it. Humanoid. And these creatures are immune to the poison, and everything that they use is poison. So I wonder, did something happen that turned the forest, the swamp, into a poison that transformed them into the creatures that they are? And when in the forest, you constantly see these egg sacs, or whatever they are, swinging from trees. See them here, swinging from these trees, hanging from there. What are they? Are they what these creatures came from? Are these what these creatures are born from? So I continue forward through this swamp, and I see a tower filled with maggot-like creatures, leeches, monsters that I want nothing to do with. And on these crosses I see what looks like a demon or a dog that hangs from it. What are those monsters? But this used to be the Keep Ruins. So this place once had something. This once was the keep of the Undead Legion. And now it is nothing but a destroyed swamp filled with poison, marsh, and demonic creatures. Mutants. So I climbed this ladder to get away from all of it, to this huge tower. And from here, this tower, I go to one side of the tower, and it looks like the tower is connected to the high wall of Lothric. So with seeing this, I wonder, did Lothric and Farron work together? Were they once allies, since part of the fortress was Lothric? Was Farron not a separate country, but was Farron like a town, a city, a group of warriors? Their leader? So I come to this tower and I see here a great wolf. The old wolf of Farron. You can pray to him and follow his covenant, receive his items, and do his bidding to protect the slumber of the Legion. So it brings up more questions. What really was Farron? Who were these people? As the wolf sleeps, lays down, you can see swords surrounding the wolf with armor. Weapons from fallen foes, or offerings to the wolf to show that who they have destroyed, who they have killed, for the wolf to protect the Legion's slumber. As we arise from the bonfire for the last time at the keep ruins, we go down, crossing the fallen bridge, to, finally, the wolf blood. After extinguishing the 3 flames and these 3 torches light, the doors to the wolf blood open. But these doors, these gates, are just not normal gates, but they are large enough for a giant to enter. Clearly, many times larger than us. And we go to the gate, and we see that it's a stone gate that looks like it's taken heavy damage from an attack. Since we've seen that the old wolf of Farron that lives and stays with the Undead Legion, the tower it stays in is connected to Lothric Castle. I wonder, because at Lothric Castle you can see many creatures from the Boreal Valley. Wondered, did they make it down here? Did they attack this area? Is that the reason why this is damaged? Is it damage from a long siege, an attack? But they gave up because they could not go through, they could not enter. And now we enter the Wolf Bloods, and everywhere we see candles, we see weapons of all levels, of all kinds. In the ground, old and rusted, they had been here for a while. And since we know that the Undead Legion is not filled with just swordsmen, but also sorcerers, that could also mean that they use other weapons besides the Farron Greatsword. I wonder, are these weapons from people that try to enter and become one of the Undead Legion, or are these fallen people from the Undead Legion that have died and never came back or have gone hollow? Or also, are these people who have tried to attack the Undead Legion, who have tried to enter? Many questions. As we go up here, we can see that there are these creatures here. Creatures that I once thought that were the sacrifices to the Chapel of the Deep. But I do not know now, even though that they have a heretical storyteller. I wonder, were these people residents of the Legion? Residents of the Keep? Who are these people actually now? I think because they are behind the Wolf Blood Gate. I do not desire to attack them, or even mess with them, because they are not my duty. They scream now and they attack. So I shall run, get far away, and I come up to one of the most frightening sights in the keep, the Farron Keep, the Undead Legion's home. They are abominations of the abyss, the Dark Wraiths. They come to attack these creatures that are here, that are humanoid. I do not know what these creatures are. Even if I go down and look at them, I can clearly see that they have human features. But face of... it's a beast face, horns, and these weird things that come out their heads. I don't know if there are more horns or whatnot. But these creatures look so similar to humans. Humanoid creatures. And up there I see Dark Wraiths have killed them all, and as I walk closer I see they are waiting there at the Abyss Watcher gate, staring, waiting, not moving. I do not know what their plan is. Are they waiting for more to come to join them, or are they waiting for the fight to finish? I will leave this area. There's no need for me to be here right now. I come to this small wall, this small outpost, part of the keep. Old ruin fallen apart. You can see up there. You can see part of the foot of the high wall, the bridge of the high wall of Lothric. Connected. And you can also see the tower which the old wolf stays in. I shall rest at the bonfire and prepare again. Alright. As we open up the door and we hear the sound of fighting inside, clashing of swords, this scratching of armor, it is clearly a battle that we hear. And we walk further in and we see dead watchers on the ground. And then further on, we see two watchers fighting each other. Why would the watchers be fighting each other? Are they not supposed to be a Lord of Cinder? Are they not supposed to be against the abyss, against the corruption? Why would these undead be fighting each other? These men are supposed to be heroes, saviors. But why would they be doing this? And why does he want to fight us next? Should he not join us peacefully? So I go into this room, this fight, see him. I see the Watcher, a skilled swordsman, very powerful, using all his techniques. And then you see the Watchers as they fight each other. They fight themselves. Why are they fighting themselves? One reason I believe that the Watchers are fighting themselves is because of what they've realized in their attempt to destroy the Abyss. And their attempt has been a failure. So in their rage and their anger, they fight each other constantly in a battle. As you see a body of Watchers on the floor, and you see several Watchers fighting each other and just killing each other. But since they are undead, they will truly never die. And then after we slay them all, they fall. And another dead Watcher on the ground with hundreds. What we see now is a wolf's blood. What binds all the Watchers together? The wolf's blood that makes them all a Lord of Cinder. And now it all joins into one. This Watcher is the wolf blood. The Lord of Cinder rises again from the ashes and refuses to go back to his throne. And even still, as a Lord of Cinder, the anger he has for what has happened to him and his home is he still is fighting each other. They still fight each other. Everything they do. Such magnificent technique, such power they have. No wonder why they had became a Lord of Cinder. And even as more Watchers fall, they rise again until we take the wolf's blood from them. And for a prize, for defeating the Abyss Watchers, we receive the cinder of a lord left by the Abyss Watchers. If the lords will not return to their throne themselves, let them return as cinder. The Watchers of the Abyss swore upon their shared wolf's blood, which also served as their mantle as lord. And also we received soul of the blood of the wolf. Soul of the blood of the wolf. One of the twisted souls steeped in strength. The blood was spread among the Abyss Watchers, and their souls are one with the soul of the wolf blood master. Wolf Knight's great sword of a knight tainted by the dark of the abyss, and master of the wolf's blood of Farron. The Wolf Knight was the first Abyss Watcher, and his sword is more punishing against creatures of the abyss. Wolf's sword, while in stance, use normal attack for a low spinning slash or strong attack to leap forward in a vertical slash somersault. Wolf Knight, great shield of a knight tainted by the dark of the abyss, and master of the wolf's blood of Farron, boasting consistent defense and divine protection against various status effects. Old Wolf curved sword bearing the soul of the old wolf that stays with the watchdogs of Farron. This sword, like a wolf on the prowl, boosts his attack and restores HP with each consecutive hit. Wolf Leap slices into foes with a large spinning motion, then leap out of harm's way and followed with the strong attack. Ring associated with the Abyss Walker Artorias, one of the 4 Knights of Gwyn, the First Lord, increases poise. Artorias had an unbendable will of steel and was unmatched with the great sword. Farron Great Sword. Great Sword of the Abyss Watchers, which is a typical pair with an unusual dagger. The dagger is utilized as a wedge in the left hand, while the great sword is held in the right hand, a unique technique that was synonymous with the Abyss Watcher Legion, confounding foes in the manner of wolves hunting prey. Undead Legion Helm, attire of the Abyss Watcher, the Undead Legion of Farron. These undead warriors vowed to partake of the wolf blood. They acted in the dark, seeking out any sign of the abyss, fighting a consistent war with its abominations. These pointed steel helmets was a distinct symbol of the Legion, shirking as a sinister omen by the mass. A black dyed leather vest worn over chainmail. Black dyed leather tied around arms, with only the left fitted with a goglet. The iron kneecaps originating from their sword technique.